Good morning. This is Keloland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
One person is dead after a piece of equipment collapsed in Rapid City.
According to a Facebook post, the Rapid City Fire Department responded to an entrapment call in the 500 block of North St. Ange Street around 2 Saturday morning. Officials say a piece of equipment was working when it fell into a hopper and debris collapsed on top of it.
Crews had to secure the debris as well as the piece of equipment before extracting the person. Authorities say the patient was pronounced dead on scene.
New information this morning concerning Friday's vote by lawmakers on funding for a new men's prison in Lincoln County. The State House of Representatives voted on whether to transfer $148 million into the Incarceration Construction Fund.
The stripped-down version of House Bill 1025 failed 35-34. However, a South Dakota lawmaker who was excused on Friday plans to vote today when the issue comes under reconsideration.
Republican Representative Tim Reich told Keloland News that he plans to vote yes on a plan that would provide some of the funding for the facility in rural Lincoln County.
However, that would mean a 35-35 tie and a second defeat, assuming that no one else switches sides. Reich, a former corrections secretary, says he's disappointed with the bill's defeat. Our Bob Mercer has more on this story on Keloland.com.
If Senate Bill 54 gets signed into law, it would decrease funds sent to the South Dakota's Tobacco Prevention and Reduction Trust Fund.
Supporters of the bill say it's a necessary step because of the state's tight budget. However, opponents think the law is fine the way it is.
Leaving the law the way that it is going to be best for South Dakota because it's a comprehensive control program that has already proven to decrease smoking rates.
I think we've successfully seen a drop in the usage of these products. So I think that at this point in time, we can successfully draw back some of that we're spending on this.
Senate Bill 54 passed the Senate by a vote of 21-14. Next, it heads to the House. Now let's get a check on our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. It's going to be a warm week out there, Scott.
We are looking at another mild day today. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s for afternoon highs, much like what we had yesterday. But the wind will be strong. Western South Dakota will have some strong west to northwest winds today, sustained around 25 to 45 miles per hour. The occasional gust over 50. We'll watch those stronger winds moving to eastern and southeastern Keloland late this afternoon and into this evening. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Siouxland Libraries is celebrating 30 years this year. The library system has locations across Sioux Falls and most of Minnehaha County.
It all started in 1995 when Sioux Falls Public Library and Minnehaha County Rural Public Library merged. Today, residents of different towns enjoy multiple branches in the system.
There's so many people who will use the downtown library and the Baltic branch, or they'll use the Cayley branch and the Ronnie branch. We have a lot of people who they like different aspects of each of the libraries.
Fick says Siouxland Libraries is planning a special anniversary event on May 31st.
A Sioux Falls restaurant is moving to a new space. Customers dined in at Ode to Food and Drinks location at Sharapa Place one last time on Saturday.
Management is not announcing exactly where the new space will be. However, they say it will remain in downtown Sioux Falls. Some customer favorites will be making the move along with a few requests.
We'll have a little smaller menu, but we are bringing back something that we have been asked for 5 years to bring back, and that's our Bloody Mary bar.
The owner says the move will help control costs. They expect to open in early to mid-March. All gift cards will be honored at the new location once opened.
While enjoying the warmer weather on Sunday, skiers and snowboarders at Great Bear could also support a good cause.
The Ski Valley held a skiing and snowboarding race to fundraise for Nick Mills' trip to Turin, Italy, where he will participate in alpine skiing at the Special Olympics Winter World Games.
Mills says his favorite part of skiing has been the friendships he's made along the way.
Just getting to meet all the new people and all the coaches from all over the world.
Mills has been skiing for more than 10 years. He'll compete in Italy from March 10th through the 15th.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another look at your forecast with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, a very warm forecast. We're looking at temperatures mid-50s during the lunch hour in Sioux Falls, and then with a blend of sun and clouds, we will get close to 60 later today. Now, there is the possibility of an isolated sprinkle or even a passing shower. I don't think it's likely, but it is possible, and we'll watch that trend there late in the afternoon. North of Sioux Falls, by the way, with this little concoction of mild temperatures, got a little disturbance moving through. I would not be surprised either if we ended up getting a rogue lightning strike, maybe with a couple of those. The temperature forecast is conducive for that when you look at the atmosphere. And also, just the fact that we're kind of moving in the general direction of some spring-like weather. Yeah, I know it's not spring, but boy, you can't help but think about it, at least with highs in the upper 50s and low to mid 60s today. Look at Rapid City, 62. A lot of wind, though. That's also moving in, and that's going to affect Pierre today, over 40, and even here on Mitchell, will pick up some gusty winds by early afternoon. Now, tonight, we do expect the wind to decrease quite a bit, so lows should drop back in the upper 20s to low 30s. And then tomorrow, well, we start the morning here with a south wind, and then that will pick up. West winds are back for Pierre and Rapid. And then let's see what this temperature does ahead of that wind shift line. I'm interested to see Mitchell, Parkston, Yankton, maybe Winter, Gregory. There could be a couple of folks nearing 70 tomorrow. I know our hourly temperature doesn't quite go that warm, but that's something we're kind of following behind the scenes. Even Sioux Falls could be near 60 again tomorrow. So it's quite a change. Winds, let's look at that. There's that acceleration of the wind coming in out of the northwest. We got wind advisories, northwest South Dakota today. And there will be some periods where the winds could jump for Mitchell and Huron. I know those numbers stand out a little bit more. Officially, our general forecast for Sioux Falls is 15 to 30. But if we happen to entrain any of those sprinkles or basically a little moisture on radar, could make the case there for some gusty winds at times late in the day. There are the highs, 67 in Valentine, Nebraska, 66 at Pine Ridge, mid-50s in Aberdeen, our 7-day forecast. All in all, it is exceptionally mild. It could be a few degrees cooler Wednesday. We pick up some general winds out of the northwest. The next day to really watch would be Friday. That one has some potential to be at 60. Weekend, maybe a little cooler, but after what we've been through, mid-40s to low 50s. No complaints about that. Aberdeen, it looks like mild weather also in the forecast with 50s much of the week. Couple of shower chances could return again tomorrow night, but we've got a couple more of these systems out of the northwest, but they kind of lack widespread moisture. So today in Pierre, it looks like to be pretty minimal on rain chances. Mobridge, watching maybe a couple of showers here yet this morning. Otherwise, 50s and 60s. That takes us through day 7. Rapid City, a little more concerned about the fire danger. That's going to be coming up the scale over these warmer and windier days. Thursday, in particular, another day of wind. Check out more details online at KELOLAND.com.